Hi guys, my name is Pratik Joshi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be speaking about the official common letter of recommendation template. So without wasting much time, let's get started. To understand about this common LOR template, we need to first understand why it was brought in, how it was brought in, what is a official common LOR template and stuff like that. So the story goes something like this. So as you all know, letter of recommendations was something your recommender used to write for you. Basically you used to write it for yourself, then you have to send it to the recommender. He makes those changes, he prints it out, puts his seal, signs, puts it in an envelope and then sends it to the university. This procedure is still there, but only for 20 to 15% of universities, because the majority of the universities have gone for an online version. So now in the online version, what was happening was each university used to send the recommender, a link where they have to rate you and, tell about your abilities, speak about you in terms of certain essays and stuff. But then there were many similarities between all the essays which were sent by the universities. So what GMAC did? They said, why don't we, get a common letter of recommendation template, where universities can come in, be a part of our movement and use this same template. Okay, university to university, there can be one question here and there which is extra, or which is a particular customization from that particular university, but then overall the LOR template remains the same. So in today's video we are going to be speaking about the same template which is designed by GMAC. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you to show you how the official LOR template looks like. And university to university it can change based on the customization of maybe one or two questions, but in a way the whole template remains the same. So a small disclaimer before we go to the screen recording, which is I've shot and uploaded this video somewhere in 2022. So this is the official LOR template according to that time. But as and when time changes and policies change, certain universities change their admission criteria and stuff like that, this LOR will be subject to scrutiny and changes. But don't worry about it, I have taken care of all of that and uploaded the latest LOR template in the description below, so don't shy away from using it. So now let's go to the screen recording. So as you can see, the header says common letter of recommendation, and there is a small note for all the recommenders who are going to be writing the LOR for you. So basically what they are trying to tell you here is that all the recommenders, please do not fill the form online when you receive it and stuff, or maybe don't answer it on a web browser. Download the file, as I've downloaded this PDF version, and on the PDF version itself you can make your changes, which is great by the way. So here there is just basically a general note which says to save your work and your data can be lost and stuff like that. And the final point is very, very important, which says that each school will have its different style of submitting your LOR. So please follow that particular style and not follow, maybe if one school says upload it to a site, second school says attach it to the mail. So don't upload it to the site for each one, or attach it in the mail for each one. You have to follow that particular institution's guidelines in submitting the LOR for that particular student. So yes, so going down, we see the first section of the LOR, which is prefix. This is just an example where the recommender has to fill in his information. So for example, basically the LOR is written by your immediate manager or maybe your college professor if you have not worked, or now GMAC is suggesting you that if you have done an internship, it is better to get your LOR from your immediate manager for that internship rather than from your college professor. So please take care of that. I'll be making a separate video on how to select the right candidate who can recommend or write you the LOR for the institution. So I'll be making that video, I'll be attaching it in the I button of this video. But until then, please select the person who gives the institution your LOR very, very carefully. So as we can see here, the recommender has to fill his information. So whatever is his official designation, it has to be filled here. Then current organization, position, title, industry, address, email, optional email, whatever, context of relationship, if immediate manager, general manager, project head, project guide, whatever it can be. Nature of relationship, if other please explain, if other please explain. Okay, so that is pretty self-explanatory. How long have you known the applicant? Very, very important, because here the manager cannot lie, because sometimes they even receive a call from the university saying that, hey, do you know this person? You have recommended him So how many years did he work for you? What project was it? How did it help out? They're just cross checking, whatever information you have filled out. So yeah, that's all. So during which period of the time have you had the most frequent contact with the applicant? So there is particular time segment during which maybe months or years you can mention. Please enter name of the school affiliated with. Okay, please enter name of school affiliated with. So okay, maybe your college or something like that. Not very sure about this. Please select the option to most closely matches. Okay. Okay. So basically, see here you can enter if you're a faculty, non-affiliated staff and stuff like that. Maybe contact you regarding the applicant. So as I said, so they may give you a call, regarding the application and stuff. So here you need to be very, very careful. So yes, no. So if it's a yes, it's obviously better. So they know that this is a legit guy, so they can call and confirm. Okay, so everything else is self-explanatory. Section 2 is leadership assessment grade. So okay, so basically they want to check the person who is writing you the letter of recommendation. He has to rate you on this particular scale on different activities. So first is achievement. So in achievement we have initiative, whether the person has taken anticipated problems and taken steps to solve it. Result orientation, then comes communication, professional impression and poise, influence and collaboration. Then in terms of people, whether does he give respect to others, team leadership. So as you can see, there are tons and tons of options. So please make sure the person that you're selecting for your recommendation is really he's basically someone who has your back. That is very, very important. Personal quality. So basically the options remain the same, but the category changes. So he just needs to be careful, and he has to have the time, patience to go through everything, because it's quite a big form. And now comes the main part where they ask you to write stuff about the applicant. So basically the person who is writing the LOR has to write about you, which is the person who has asked for the LOR. So is there anything about your rating on which you would like to comment? So if he gives an excellent in all the ratings, so I feel it is an added advantage if the recommender can write something that why I have given him a 5 points, or maybe the best rating in all categories is because he was doing this, he was extraordinary in these segments. So that can be a big plus. Based on a professional experience, how do you rate the applicant compared to he or her peer group? Okay, so this is also very self-explanatory. Now comes the essays. So here he will ask, the form basically asks, please provide a brief description of your interaction with the applicant, and if applicable, the applicant's role in your organization. So since it is up to 50 words, the answer has to be very, very concise. That maybe I was his project manager, he was under my what you can say supervision and stuff like that, and he performed an excellent job in whatever responsibilities he had given, the best we have seen, something like that. So you need to use those effective words. How does the performance of the applicant compare to that of other well qualified individuals in similar roles? Example, what are the applicant's principal strengths? So as I said, this is very, very important. So up to 500 words. So here your recommender can write whatever he feels actually about you and stuff like that, why you are special. Go to the next question. The question says, describe the most important piece of constructive feedback you have given the applicant. Please detail the circumstance and the applicant's response. So I'm pretty sure your recommender in you must have had a heated discussion regarding a topic or a particular project, customer, etc. So this is where your recommender can take the revenge or whatever. But if he's a sensible person, he will definitely give a proper valid reason why the argument discussion took place, and what were the positives from that argument, where he understood what qualities about you, and maybe what both of you all learned in that process. So yes, so that is why I'm saying you need to select your recommender very, very carefully. Is there anything else we should know? So pretty self-explanatory, optional. So if he answers it well using very effective words and vocabulary, it can turn the tide in your favor. So maybe why not, if he's good in writing. So yes, so that is it in terms of the official LOR template. But every institution is entitled to customizing this particular template. So it is not necessary that all these questions will be there in the final LOR which is sent to the recommender, but there can definitely be in extra to this, in addition to this, certain extra questions, certain extra essays, or certain extra ratings that he has to give you. So what you can do, if you are in a very very good and healthy relationship with your recommender, you can send this template to him and tell him that sir, I've sent you this, can you just go through it? These are the questions that you will be asked in that form, so please take some time off, write properly or whatever. If you are in a very good relationship with him, you can ask him that, and you can even tell him that there can be certain extra questions, just give him a heads up, so tomorrow he doesn't say you told me only this is what is going to come, and there were extra questions which I didn't get time to answer about you, and it's just going to backfire on you. So please play your cards well. So I guess that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so very much for watching this video till the very end. If you have any questions regarding this video, don't forget to mention them in the comment section below, and I'll be seeing you for the next video. So until then, be happy, stay safe, and all the best for your prep.